Oh, do you hear me well? And also please say me if the music is too loud. I have the same microphone as other times, but I want to be sure. The music a little lower. Hello, do you hear me? Okay, I put the microphone levels higher. Okay, I will start very soon. Okay, I will start now. So this is one of the first. I wanted to start this time with Rome. The links that I have are mostly. Well, I'm going to put the background music first. These links are mostly for 3D representations. And I wanted to start with Rome, since this is also the only one of Rome that I have. Hello, Susie. I hope that you can listen me well. I was testing with my phone and it is going well, so I hope you can listen to me well. So this is Rome Reborn. It has been many years since I visited this website, so I don't know how it is right now, and it has videos. Okay, I'm going to try this.
Wow. Welcome to Rome, ancient Rome. I am Bernard Fischer, the director of the Rome Reborn Project, an international collaboration begun in the 1990s to reconstruct the ancient city digitally. I'll be your guide today, using the magic of virtual reality to take you on a trip far back in time. We'll use a hot air balloon as our vehicle to fly around. We are situated where we can look down on the Temple of Peace. It was also known as the Forum of Vespasian. We have come here because in one of its halls was a remarkable monument, a detailed map of the city inscribed on 150 slabs of marble. We are not entirely certain why this precious document decorated the hall, but it does bring up the matter of Rome's urban form and design. Well, from up here, your first impression is
Very nice that it has virtual reality. This looks like the sculptures of Marcus Aurelius. Probably I should go like this. It's 11 minutes, I'm not going to watch it completely, but oh, from Smart Artist. Yes, this is on
Maximus, and all
Academy, I remember.
we're turning now away from.
Okay, better see if it is possible to see this by myself. Yes, I didn't expect to find YouTube videos in this website. Just one moment, going to put the background music again. Okay, it is probably if it is going to be a 3D environment like a game, probably I can't stream that, but I will try. In the past, I just remember taking photos. Oh, this is actually very interesting. I didn't know this. Okay, I'm going to check another thing. Let's see. The Roman Forum. Oh, I see that it is like an app. Okay, then I think this will be for another time because I need to test. Roman Forum, Basilica of Magnentium, Pantheon, Colosseum District, Imperial Fora, Imperial Palace. Yes, I didn't know that this was an app. I thought it would be just photos, so we could just comment the photos. This must be Temple of Vesta, since it is circular. Basilica. Let's see the Pantheon. Pantheon is this one. And this one I don't know what arts it is. This is the Pantheon. Anyway, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Colosseum, this is the sculpture that is called the Colossus, and it was built in the times of Nero, and when he died, the statue was destroyed and the amphitheatrum was built, and so it is why this is named as the Colosseum. And here there were also not only the gladiator fights and men versus animals, but also ship fights. Like this was covered with water and there were ships and they fought. Very nice. Let's see more. Basilica of Magentius. Yeah, I want to put this video. This is for virtual reality, so this is the statue of Constantine. Colosseum District. It is the only one, or there are many this Colosseum District. There are many amphitheaters, but that one is the one that is in Rome. But over the world, there are other amphitheaters. I go back to the Colosseum. So this is in Rome, and it is amphitheater. I'm going to write it in case. Amphitheater means that it's like two theaters. Like the normal theaters will be like half of this. So amphitheater means that it's like two combined. So it's like a circle. And this is in Rome, but there are many others in other countries also. Imperial Palace. I don't know what Imperial Palace they mean. Imperial Palace is the famous Palatine Hill where no. I'm not sure exactly what is this palace. Probably I know it by another name. Imperial Fora. Yes, Amphitheatre. Imperial Fora, there are many. Julius Caesar, Augustus, Vespasian, Nerva, and Trajan built monumental complexes adjacent to the old Roman Forum. This is very good, but this is for as this is for virtual reality, we can't see much in here. Amphitheatre is for fighting or for dancing, acting. Amphitheatre is for fighting. I'm going to ban this. Whatever. Amphitheatre is for fighting, and the theater is for acting and dancing and such. I think I have seen all the ones that can see there. This is for virtual reality. I think I'm going for another site. This is very good, a very good image, and it's possible to comment many things here. Here is the amphitheater that you have seen before. This is a circus. This is a theater. You see that it is like half. This is like a circle, and this is half of a circle, and this also half of a circle. Also a theater. This one looks like the Pantheon, but it's very small, so probably it's not the Pantheon, but it has this dome. This looks probably, oh yes, these are tombs. I think this one is the tomb of Augustus. This is this tomb that is like a pyramid. I don't remember now the name. This is the aqueduct for the water. Oh yes. I'm going to go to another. Tell me what do you prefer? Do you prefer Egypt, Greece, or Mesopotamia? For Egypt, I have 3. For Greece, I also have 3, and for Mesopotamia, I have 2. You want Roma, but for Rome, I just have this one. So So the most similar to Rome will be Greece. I'm going to try Greece. Let's see, and this one. Oh, this is for Greek mythology. Okay, this I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to go directly to this Ancient Athens 3D. Let's see if it works. It has been many years since I don't enter. It works. Okay, another video, let's see. Okay, let's start from the beginning. The area of Athens has been inhabited since prehistoric times. Finds prove that in the presence of humans from almost 4000 BC. The main core of this habitation was the Acropolis and the surrounding area. Excavations also found traces of a settlement in the area where the Olympion was later built. Little to nothing is known about the pre-Greek inhabitant of the area. With the arrival of the first Greek tribes, however, around 1600 BC, significant construction activities observed. These Greek tribes, the Mycenaeans, brought to Athens the two basic characteristics of their urban planning: the fortified citadel and the palace, Anactoron. Indeed, the rock of the Acropolis was fortified with a cyclopean wall, similar to that of Mycenae, while inside the wall a large palace and settlement were built. Okay, here there will be photos. I hope you see it. This is the most ancient in the Acropolis of Athens. See if I can. Yes. The Mycenaean Acropolis from northwest. The Cyclopean Pelargon wall and the palace are visible. This is the wall, this is the palace. I hope you can see it. Nice that you like. View from southwest. The south slope of the Acropolis, where the theatre of Dionysos and the Aerodeum will be constructed later on. On the top of the hill is the palace, Anactoron. The main gate of the wall, the main gate here. During later years, the temple of Athena Nike was constructed on top of the rectangular tower in the foreground. This part of the wall is still preserved under the temple. Oh yes, later the Athena Nike temple will appear. Aerial view of the Mycenaean Megaron of the Acropolis. The Megaron was the most important building of the palace complex. It was at the center of the city's government and seat of the king. Yes, this is the palace of the king. With the red and blues color. Okay, this is the starting. Now to the archaic. Oh, there are many here. Very nice. Archaic now. Archaic Athens. I'm going to put the music from the beginning again. The archaic era for Athens was a period of political and social upheaval, but also of great prosperity in art and trade. Three important events took place at this time: the tyranny of Pisistratus, the rise of the democracy, and the Persian Wars. Solon or Pisistratus fortified Athens with a circuit wall for the first time in the 6th century BC, with an almost circular wall. The Mycenaean fortification of the Acropolis with the Cyclopean wall remained in use. Many monuments were built on the Acropolis and the Agora, and for the first time the city was supplied with water by the aqueduct of Pisistratus, which brought water to the city from Mount Hymettus. Pisistratus and his sons, in an effort to give Athens the grandeur of the Ionian cities of Asia Minor, began the construction of the giant temple of Olympian Zeus, Olympeion, which remained unfinished and was finally complete by the Emperor Hadrian in 130 AD. Okay, another video. Let's see this video. It's very beautiful. Archaic Acropolis, Archaic Agora. Athens on fire after the Persian sack. There are many things here to watch. Let's start with this. Panoramic view of Athens from the west, where the municipality of Peristeri stands today. Aerial view of archaic Athens. So this is the Acropolis. This is like the city. On the top left is the Agora. Top left. South of the Acropolis, the green circle is the sanctuary of Dionysos. Green circles. But will eventually evolve to the first theater. Athens on fire after the Persian sack. Because the Persian Wars. Yes, the Persians. Hello, cylindrical cake. Useless fun fact. Athens in Greek is Athena. Yes, we just saw this. Let me show. Do you see in the video? I think Athena. Okay, nice. Yes. How it is said? Athena, like the goddess in Greek. Is this Athena, right? E is pronounced like E in modern Greek. Okay. If you know how it is said Athena, the goddess in Greek, you can say I don't know how it is in Greek. The goddess is Athena. Okay. Interesting. The stress is the last syllable. Yes. I was skipping the text mostly, but I think it's good to at least do a summary because, for example, I was showing this image and it's good to explain what happens, why it is on fire. So the Persians invaded Greece and they put on fire the Acropolis, and the Greeks later won and they built the Parthenon in the classical period. Here in the text it is explained very good. I saw before something of marathon, I think. Yes, here. A new construction program began on the Acropolis, mainly after the Battle of Marathon. In the second period of the Persian Wars, seeing the Persians approaching, the Athenians with their fleet left the city and settled temporarily in Salamis. In September, the Persians entered Athens and destroyed all the sanctuaries and the Acropolis. In the summer of the following year, the Persians completely destroyed the city, having invaded for the second time. After the final victory of the Greeks and the retreat of the Persians, the Athenians returned. Yes, I think if I remember correctly, the Greeks won in Salamis. The Persian word for Athens is Athene. Very interesting. It's very similar, even if it is a different language. But I suppose that it is because they try to I don't know how to say in English. Like they knew how Athens is called by the Greeks, so they kind of adapted the word to their language. I think you understand me. I always forget to put the background music when there is no video playing. Place names normally don't change. Yes. So Athens was burned by the Persians, and when the Athenians returned, they rebuilt the Acropolis with the buildings that are the famous buildings. But before going to the classical period, let's check this. You want salami now? And that is something that I like from remember these Persian Wars? If you know this movie's 300, you know that it is fiction and it's based in a comic, but they have some nice scenes. Let me see. Maybe I can find the scenes that I like. Maybe I can find exactly that scene. I think this is my favorite scene of these movies. It's going to be the right scene, but let's see. Yes, by the miniature, I think yes. Sorry, it takes too long to load. Yes, this is the scene I mean.
The oracle's words stood as a warning. All of Greece will fall, as Persian fire reduces Athens to cinder. For Athens is a pile of stone and wood and cloth and dust.
Here the Athena Promachos.
And as dust will vanish into the wind. Only the Athenians themselves exist. And the fate of the world hangs on their every syllable. Only the Athenians exist. And only stout wooden ships can save them. Wooden ships. And a tidal wave of heroes' blood.
Okay, that is enough. If I get wrong with the chronologies, sorry, but I think the Athena Promachos sculpture was built later, because the Athena Promachos, if I remember correctly, was built like a protection for the city against the Persians, but the Greeks had already won. We will confirm that when going to the classical. In archaic period, the Acropolis had been turned into a place of worship, and all administrative functions and residences had been moved to the city around the hill. On the Acropolis, the cult of the gods and heroes were established, and the surface was divided into sanctuaries. In time, the first small temples were replaced by larger stone ones that reflected the power of Athens, and it became one of the most powerful city-states in the Greek world. Playing videos and music at the same time. I just know useless Greek. That's all. I guess I don't know much about Greek story. Oh, if you want to ask any questions, maybe I can answer. Although I should remember the story, because it has been so long since I read about it. You can say more useless Greek sentences if you wish. This large monumental temple was built at the place where the Parthenon stands today. The two temples from the west. The evolution of the Doric order is visible since the two temples were constructed 40 years apart. Oh, nice. This is interesting. Useless Greek phrase. Ime mia ephemerida. I am a newspaper. It is interesting that the word newspaper. Well, you are talking Greek. For a moment, I was thinking that you were talking ancient Greek, and I was thinking in ancient Greek they had a word for newspaper. The Acropolis shortly before the Persian invasion. But yes, this the Proto-Parthenon under construction. By its side, the archaic temple of Athena, Archaios Neos. They might have. I don't think newspaper in ancient Greece are like modern newspaper. After all, they didn't have the printer. Maybe they have handmade newspaper. The archaic temple of Athena, the foundation of which can still be seen today near the Erechtheion. Nor view the archaic temple with the Ionic column. Oh yes, the Ionic column. Probably a trophy for the Persian Wars. The smaller temples were probably dedicated to lesser deities or mythical heroes and kings, which during the classical period were worshipped in the Erechtheion, built on the same spot. They have books too. Biblia books. Oh, interesting. Well, I suppose that's why the Bible is called like that. The archaic Propylaia on the left is the small temple of Athena Nike with the altar. This is mostly in the process of being built. Archaic Agora. And Biblioteca in Spanish. Oh yes, of course. The first Agora of ancient Athens was located elsewhere in the city. Here from the north. I think these ancient cities are much more beautiful than modern cities, but also obviously these cities are not meant to have so much population, I suppose. The Britannicon, it is sometimes considered as a house of Pisistratus and his sons. Oh yes, agora means now in Portuguese. Yes, you are right. The Metron, temple dedicated to the mother of the gods, the temple of Patros Apollo, the temple of Zeus. The Basileios or Royal Stoa was the earliest of this building type in Athens. The Stoa like for commerce and civilian life. An altar. Okay, I go to the classical now because the classical is also the one that I most know. By the end of the Greco-Persian Wars, Athens became a very powerful city-state, but destroyed as it was from the Persians, the rebuild was necessary. So this helped the money that came to Athens from its allies after the creation of the Athenian League. The city was fortified anew by Themistocles with a bigger and more powerful wall, which also connected Athens to the port of Piraeus with the long walls. Classical Agora, Acropolis, South Slope, Kerameikos, City Wall. Okay, first the Acropolis. I have very, very good memories when the teacher was explaining this in university. So this is the Athena Promachos that appeared in that movie, but as I was saying, the Athena Promachos was built after the Persian Wars. The Parthenon was the temple dedicated to goddess Athena Parthenos. The Propylaea are the gates. The temple of Athena Dinke. I will go one by one. Later I just want to inspect the whole before. The Stoa of Artemis Brauronia. The Stoa is this one, I think. This is the Propylaea. Interior of the Propylaea, Erectation, and other buildings. Stoa of Artemis. Sanctuary of Zeus Polyeus, a Reforium. Okay, let's go one by one. General view of the Parthenon. What is the Stoa? The Stoa is, if I remember correctly, it is for commerce and civilian life. It is like a kind of plaza, as you will understand. Here there is an Stoa. I think you understand what I mean. Useless fact: the Parthenon in Greek is Parthenonas. Nice, nice. And there was a Stoa before in the archaic Acropolis. I'm going quick. Here, and no, this is a temple. I remember I saw a Stoa. I don't know when I saw the Stoa, but we should find later. You mentioned the Stoa just now. Yes. I think I missed it where it was. I think it was in the Agora, because the Acropolis is like the place of cult, but the outside is the place where the people live. So we will see later. So this is the Parthenon, the Propylaea, the Athena Nike temple, the Athena Promachos sculpture. I love this sculpture. The Erectation, and then there are the side buildings. Probably this is the Stoa. This has the appearance of the Stoa, but maybe I'm wrong. Bottom right, the Propylaea, the Portico of Brauronia Artemis, the Chalcoteque and the Parthenon. Next to the Parthenon, the ruins of the ancient temple of Athena and the Erechtheion. Okay, let's see the photos. I'm not sure if there is a view of the inside the sculpture, but oh, very nice that this is with the colors. I keep putting the music to the Greek inspired music. So if you see I change the music suddenly, it's because that. This that tells the story. It tells each side of the Parthenon tells a story, like the fights of the gods and the titans, also appearing centaurs and such. And this is about the foundation of Athens. This is Athena and this is Poseidon. And later with the Erechtheion I might explain more. And here it is seen very bad because the perspective. I don't know if there will be a better photo. I don't saw a Greek statue with rebellious color. It looks like a drag queen. Yes, I agree with you. Have you seen the Augustus of Prima Porta with colors? I love the Augustus of Prima Porta sculpture. I just find it quickly. Augustus of Prima Porta. Yes, I love this sculpture, but with the colors. This one is better, but probably it is very small. Yeah, pixelated. Okay, this one. I don't like how it looks like. I prefer the one without colors. Why they are they don't show good with good quality. Not sure if they take too long to load or they are just bad. Okay, this one is good. I like this one. Looks epic. This one looks weird. Thank goodness the colors have faded over time. Yes, I think they had a poor taste. I don't know, it's weird. But in the other side, I think the colors of the pre-Greek cultures were very good. Like for example, this one. The Palace of Knossos. These colors are very good. I'm going to find the interior. I really like this one. These kind of colors are very good. This, okay, these are representation. This is good. I like this, but the sculptures are weird. The sculptures with the colors are weird. So yes, I'm also glad that the colors faded, and it makes you wonder. They seem very similar to Middle East and Persian colors. Let me think how to say it. Is at the beginning the Greeks. Okay, I think it's better to explain with a map. Okay, yes, this is better. Because in ancient times, okay, in ancient times, Greece also was in Middle East. So the one before, it's from here. So obviously they had the influence from Middle East. And also remember that I remember seeing the reconstruction of the Padana in Persepolis. They had a lot of fleets. Yes, I have a link. After this, we can check that one. I have already checked Rome, but that one is for virtual reality, so you came in a good moment because you came just when I was talking about Greece. But later I have links for Mesopotamia, Persia, and also Egypt. So we will see more. Also remember that the Greeks were always fighting against the Persians, and even if the people of Knossos, they were Minoans, so it's before the Greeks, but they were also always in contact with these sides. You see, the Minoans were here, and the Mycenaeans were here, if I remember correctly. So they were always influenced by the Persians, and in the dark ages of Greek art, that is before the archaic, like you remember the ceramics, there is like orientalizing style Greek art, yes. I don't know if this could remind you to for example this. So this is before the archaic period of the Greeks. That they were influenced by the eastern border, that it's not in the land of Greece as you call Greece in modern times. It was in the other side of the sea. Okay, here this part it is so better. It is seen better. The eastern facade of the Parthenon, the pediment statue depict the birth of the goddess Athena, and the metopes depict the battle of the giants. Another view of the Parthenon. Okay, oh yes, here there was an explanation. The pediment statues depict the dispute between Athena and Poseidon. Oh yes, because this was the other side of the Parthenon. Yes, I was confused because that. Yeah, I recognize this. They used linear B to write Greek back then. Yes, so you see. Later we will see more about Mesopotamians. So this one about the birth of Athena, I don't remember very well the story of this one. I remember mostly the story of this one. That is like who will claim to be the founder of Athens, and it was Athena who won. This is the entrance, the Propylaea, and the Temple of Athena Nike. Pinakotheke in the left. Oh yes. I always think when I think about the Greek paintings that nothing survived, and as you call paintings, but they had Pinakotheke, so they displayed paintings, but nothing survived. about that. Pinakothek, Temple of Athena Nike, Propylaea. This is the Temple of Athena Nike. The interior of the Propylaea. This is as you enter the Acropolis. Can you imagine if this was all of some and really Athens was founded by the Kazakh or something? It will break the history, I think. So here you have already entered and you are seeing the Propylaea from the inside. So, oh yes, the Stoa of Artemis Brauronia. This was the Stoa. I always remember this as just Artemis Brauronia, and I remember it because the horse. Here the Stoa. Okay, this is the same. And the Erecteion. Oh yes, this story is good. The spot where Erecteion was built was not chosen by chance. It was there that, nearly 1,000 years before, the Mycenaean palace with all of its sanctuaries stood. The main characteristic of Erecteion is the south wing with the woman-shaped columns, the Caryatides. In this place was believed to be the tomb of Cecrops. West of the building was a small stoa dedicated to the nymph Pandrosos, daughter of Cecrops, the Pandroseion. Yes, so they to the most important temples they always put some meaning. And here, this is the story I was saying. Traces of the quarrel between Athena and Poseidon in order to become protectors of the city were here. Athena offered the olive tree and Poseidon used his trident to crack the rock from where salty water came out. The marks of his trident are still visible. Under the north wing of the building is the hall where the sacred snake of Erichthonius lived. The ancient wooden statue of Athena was kept in one of the rooms. According to the myth and to show its age, the Athenians used to say that it fell from the sky. So you see, it's like Athena and Poseidon were fighting for being the protectors of the city. So a stoa is just a hallway. It is not exactly a hallway. I'm just going to search it because I'm not sure how to explain. You see the in Spanish, but anyway. I remember that it was for something like civilian life and maybe some kind of commerce. Open at the front with a facade of column, a stoa provided an open but protected space. In addition to providing a place for the activities of civil magistrates, shopkeepers, and others, stoas often served as gallery for art and public monuments, were used for religious purposes and delineated public space. So yes, the stoa is like a place for civilian life. I was saying, you can also find shops and such. It's okay, I will figure it out using whatever telenovelas have taught me. funny. But it's fine, I can search in English also. So I hope that now what is a stoa is more clear. I remember mostly that it is a place where people meet and you can find shops. But yeah, it can be used for other things. You see, galleries for art, public monuments, religious purposes, activities of magistrates. So for civilian life, something like the plazas in the modern times. Las telenovelas me enseñaron bien. Yes, I see, you can speak Spanish. You can speak telenovelas Spanish. The Rectation is... I really like this one because the caryatids. I want to see the caryatids. Oh, there is not a 3D representation of that. Okay, I'm going to search for it. I don't know if I am reading it correctly, probably not. I'm not used to search for this in English. Okay, this is the caryatids. I want to visit the Acropolis of Athens just to see this. All ones are not the original. These are replicas because obviously if you let the originals in the outside, they will degrade with time. So they were replaced by replicas, and the originals are in the museum. I think yes. This must be the museum where the originals are. Okay, more. The Stoa of Artemis Brauronia, a sanctuary to the goddess, protector of the woman who gave birth. It was, whatever this is called, saved, and inside the adjacent wings were kept the numerous offerings. In front, there was the bronze sculpture of the Trojan horse. Oh yes, the Trojan horse. This, you see here the wheels. They balance those things on their head very well. Yes. I really love this one. It's not the only example of the using of caryatids. There was also one from the Hellenistic period. I don't remember now what was the name exactly of the monument. I don't remember now, but now that I saw this, I can solve more about the frog. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. Last time I balanced a book on my head, but I didn't go well. Balancing a book is hard. Not like a column. So this is the sculpture of Athena that will be inside the Parthenon. And this exists because in United States there is a Parthenon. You see, in United States, the of the Parthenon. It's very cool, but obviously it's a replica. It's good for visiting. Here the statue. Here you can see Athena and Poseidon. I want to if I can get a picture from closer. The United States does a lot of Greek allegory everywhere because it's the birthplace of democracy, apparently. Yes, even in the US House of Representatives there is a lot of Greek imaginary. Yes, because the United States was born when neoclassical period in art was happening. So that's also why, like, it was the moment where Greek and Roman imagery had a revival. So it happened at the same time, and that's why there's a lot of architecture that is similar to Greek and Roman in the United States. And I want to show also the sculptures that I love from these ones. I don't know the English name, I don't remember. I want to find a high quality ones, because it's like the clothes are very, very well done. I hope you can see fine. It's amazing that they could do this at those times. Santuary of Zeus Polyeus, a Rephorion. I like the flow, yes, it's very good. I like the bust of the veiled woman. You mean this one, right? It's very good. Here there are more. Oh, and this is how it would look like. These colors are not too bad. These are okay. It is just the round sculptures, like the sculptures that are single, that they have weird colors, but these colors are okay. There is a bust of a veiled woman somewhere. Oh yes, I think I know what one you mean, but I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name now, but I know what one you mean. Maybe I can find it. Yes, this one, right? I was thinking in this one, I think, in the full sculpture. Antonio Corradini. Yes, this is from Renaissance. I think when you said Veiled Woman, I was thinking in this one. But I also didn't remember the name of the artist. This one is also amazing. I just put the name in chat. This one is very cool. And I think I'm going to... I'm not going to see everything today, because I want to also see from the Persians and the Egyptians. So I think I will stop with the Greeks here. I have a third link based on Greeks. I'm going to check quickly to see what it is, because I don't remember. Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay. This one went went down, it seems. The ancient wonders. Or maybe I wrote it wrong. Okay, it seems it doesn't exist anymore. I'm going to check this one and I will check it when I am not streaming and see this if it is worth checking. So as you were talking about the Persians before, I'm going to check the Persians now. Maybe this is what you saw. You say that you saw some of the Persians. Persepolis, Sparta, the spiritual center of the first world power in recorded history, was the vision of the Emperor Darius the Great, who set forth his plan of a multicultural state in which a diversity of ideas took precedence over dictatorial oppression. Let's see what. This is the capital of the columns, Bullhead capital, and it is extremely big. This capital, Bullhead capital, it is enormous. I don't know if I can find a comparison with people. But it is enormous. Also, Persepolis in Persian is Takte Jamsid. Oh, but here it says that it was Parsa. Parsa? Then what is Parsa? Or this Persian that you mean probably is Persian Arabic. Jamsid looks like Arabic. Or probably I'm confused. What is Parsa then? I want to find a human comparison with this. Okay, here. You see, more or less. It is enormous. Parsa is also Persepolis. No, Takte Jamsid is the current name. Parsa is the ancient name. Oh, okay, I understand. Like España, Hispania. Yes, I understand now. Maybe if I put size comparison. Well, but it is enormous. This capital, it's amazing. But I think that the blue color doesn't fit very well. A padana, this is what you meant before. The padana that is like what in art we call like forest of columns. It has a lot of columns inside. Gate of all nations. Oh, nice. Here there are more photos. The Lamasu. I think it's the lapis lazuli that makes it blue and luxurious. Yes. I love this kind of sculptures. The Lamasu. But you see, it's also weird colors. Why these ancient cultures had painted the sculptures weirdly. And you see the lapis lazuli that makes it blue and luxurious, just like in like for the kings in Renaissance and Baroque times and such. In the modern age, they used black because black was a color that was hard to get. I like this thing. They probably didn't have much choice. We have more choices now because technology. Yes, I agree with that too. Gate of all nation Apadana. This is what I want to see. This. It's really big. Later in the Discord I can let this link so you can investigate by yourself. This looks so weird. Why it looks weird? In Royal Palace in the Malay Peninsula it's yellow, that's the royal color because they used gold dust. Oh, I see. Yes, in each place they use have a different one. I remember also in Africa the Benin bronzes. And this has nothing to do with Persian, but as you are talking about what means royal color or like the royal materials, I remember now the African Benin bronzes. This thing. Probably if I enter I can see more. The bronzes are so beautiful, yes. So this is like the royal pieces for this culture. I remember reading about how they were stolen. Yes, this. Like they were stolen and the Africans and the Europeans fought. So it was like this is the kind of episode that you wonder if these pieces should be in museums in Europe and or not. Germany is returning them back this year. Oh, that's very nice. Yes. That is what I was meaning, that they were taken like kind of bloodshed, if you understand what I mean. They have a kind of tragic story. Well, let's go back to Persia. Harem West Wing. Let's see this. I think this website is not very well done. It's not very well optimized to see this big. I don't know if this. No, Like, I am showing the website like this, but it is because the website is like this, not because I make it like that. So many artifacts were stolen out of Africa, yes. I mean, even the Rosetta Stone is in London. London has a lot of things. Like the British Museum has a lot of things from everywhere. But then this is also something to think about, because what is better, that these things are in museums that where they will be well protected, or they are in their original countries where they could be destroyed? You see what happened in Middle East. Probably you saw it in the news, like maybe you remember when East were destroying the Mesopotamian sculptures. I mean, Egypt is not Iraq too. Yes. Yes, it's true, but you can apply that to... And when I was saying that, I mean in general. So I remember when I was in university and this happened, it broke me inside, because I love this Lamassu, and when I saw the videos of these people destroying the Lamassus, I was broken. They broke my heart too. If it's Mesopotamia, it's better if it's not there, but the Egyptians actually value their history a lot. Yes. Yes, I agree with you. A lot of Egyptian stuff is in Europe, and I think, did you see them move the mummies in Egypt? So cool. Move the mummies in Egypt? I think I haven't. I remember when they moved the Abu Simbel, because there was something, a problem with water. I don't remember well. I remember this. Can you explain more about Move the Mummies in Egypt? Recently they moved the mummies to a new museum and they made a big celebration. I want to check that. Me. Do you mean in Egypt? To new museum? Oh, that's very cool. This is very cool. Thank you very much for saying. I didn't know this. Oh, and this is something I was thinking also in doing, like for this YouTube channel about art history, I was thinking maybe I should also do very short videos about news that happen in the art panorama, especially about ancient art, because I am very disconnected of what is happening. I remember that another tomb was found in the Valley of the Kings, but it has been years since I checked news. I think because Egyptians value their history so much, it's actually safe for Egyptian artifacts to be there. Yes, I agree with you. And it is very, very cool. Meritamun, yes, so cool. Tutmose. Amenhotep. Quintish. Yes, I remember all these names. so much cool. Egypt moves 22 pharaonic mummies to new museum. I want to see a video about this. They made such a beautiful parade. They closed a lot of streets in Cairo, apparently true. I think it's well deserved, honestly. I'm going to check a very short video because I want to keep exploring some links.
With all the fanfare that befits Egypt's ancient kings and queens, the highly anticipated and meticulously planned Pharaoh's Golden Parade was the biggest cultural event Cairo has seen in recent years. Travelling in individual vehicles bedecked in ancient Egyptian style, the mummified royals, 22 of them in all, were moved from Cairo's Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square. They moved through the capital streets to a new location, a state-of-the-art facility called the National Museum of Ancient Civilization, where they were greeted by a concert from the Cairo Philharmonic featuring famous singers and then received by the Egyptian president. Standstill. The event, which lasted around 2 hours, was attended by various dignitaries, including the Director General of UNESCO, the UN's World Heritage Organization. Once the mummies arrived at their new resting place, they are to be put into restoration in a lab for 15 days and readied for display. But there are a minority who mutter darkly about an ancient curse. Legend has it that cursed will be the ones that move the mummies.
I am still here, right? The stream is working. It is very cool, and it happened very recently. Royal ancient mummies have been transported through Egypt's capital of Cairo to their new home in the National Museum of the Egyptian Civilization. So much cool. Thank you very much for sharing. Wow, this is interesting. Oh, it is work in progress. And there is a shop in this posters, virtual. Oh, you can also get a shirt. I need to go soon to. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. And I don't know also how much I'm streaming. Almost 2 hours, and I was thinking in streaming only 1 hour. I always say the same. You watched the parade live, so cool. It's very good, very cool. I wonder what the pharaohs will say if they will see that. I'm going to check another link, and for the last, I will check the Egyptians ones. One link more about Mesopotamia. No, this one is also broken. Maybe I wrote it wrong. Okay. I wrote it wrong. Good that it's not broken. See you next time, Cylindrical Cake. Thank you very much for coming. I'm not sure if you have to go or you are saying bye because I confused you about my time streaming. So this is the Babylon, and here I'm mostly interested in the Menanke. I really love this reconstruction. And these colors are very good. Let's see if I can see a more closer. I want to see a closer one, but not too close. Well, the Menanke was the main ziggurat of Babylon, of the Neo-Babylonians. And here the gates, I suppose the gates of Star, yes. Very beautiful, these gates. Okay, I'm going for the Egyptians now because so much time already with other cultures, and I just want to check the Egyptians after seeing this video. Let's see if this thing works. I don't think I don't know if this is possible to check in the website or it is like the ROM one. I think I don't know. There is a must here to check. Can't click in anything. So I just go to another link. And there is Amarna project or Amarna 3D. Okay, this one. Yes. The ancient Egyptian city of Akhetaten, meaning the horizon of the sun disk. Modern name Amarna, is situated approximately 300 kilometers south of Cairo in the province of El Minya, Egypt. This time I'm going to show. Akhenaten was the pharaoh that wanted to worship only one god in opposition to many gods, and also the one that has waited. Review. Let's see. Under construction. Probably this will be too heavy for streaming. Oh, very nice. I hope in the stream it is appearing fine. Probably not. Very cool. There are many places to go. Oh, from the roof. Very cool, but I remember also photos. So I want to share the photos. Yes, very nice. It must be very cool to see this for real. Lots of sculptures here. 2002 model. It is so worried. Amazing that so much time has passed. More than 10 years later. I think I'm going to finish the stream here. It's already 2 hours and I'm a bit tired. I dedicated so much time to Greece. So next time when I stream again this, I will dedicate more time to Mesopotamian and Egypt, especially Egypt. Oh, and Cylindrical Cake is streaming, so I'm just going to rate Cylindrical Cake.